everyone for some more Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, and today we are going to finish Day 1 in the investigation in the case against Mayor Damien Tenma. Last time around we uncovered some clues and we met a rather eccentric detective. That's not Gumshoe, by the way. But we are going to finish things off here. We're actually going to be starting things off by talking to Jinxie again, but before we do that, hope you guys have an awesome day today. Hope you guys doing well. So without further ado, let's finish Day 1 in investigation. First thing we're going to do, last time we left off, we spoke with Filch, but we are going to actually move back to Yokai Lane. April 17th, Ninetales Vale, Yokai Lane. Oh look, there's Jinxie. Milk, cheese, yogurt, ice cream, and... sounds like she's out grocery shopping. She must really like dairy products. I tried to make a better milkshake and another cure my lactose intolerance. Maybe she should just stick to soy milk. Jinxie! Hey, it's me! Eek! It's the demon lawyer! Ack! Not another wording charm. Apollo? Who is she? Oh, right. This is your first time meeting each other. This is Jinxie, Mayor Tenma's daughter. She was the first to discover the crime scene. Oh, so she's the one who... hello, my name's Athena Sykes. I'll be helping Apollo defend your father at his trial. Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you too. Where's Trucy? She went back to the office ahead of us. But don't worry, Athena and I are on the case. Wait, how do I know you didn't... that you didn't gobble up alive? Relax, I didn't eat her up, and I wouldn't do such a thing in the first place. Oh, poor little Trucy. I'm about ready for some tears of frustration myself. She's quite an, interesting character, huh, Apollo? And with that, we're gonna go ahead and talk to her about the incident. Jinxie, do you remember any more of what happened? Not much. At least not yet. But you do think Tenma was the killer, right? That yokai we saw at the festival? I don't know anything about that. Huh? But you said Tenma murdered the alderman. That's okay, Jinxie. You can tell me. Yikes! What was that for? People see things when they don't get enough sleep. There's no such thing as monsters. Huh? What's gotten into her? So if there are no monsters, you admit I'm human? No, you're still demon. Oh, I give up. Seems like Jinxie doesn't want to talk about Tenma for some reason. But that's precisely what we need to know more about. Besides, she definitely thought there was a yokai there in the fox chamber. Jinxie, about this charm. Ah, that's... You gave me this when I was heading off to the scene of the crime. You thought Tenma was the murderer. That's why you gave this to me, right? That's true, but... if there's anything else you could tell us, it would really help. And it will help your father, too. Alright then. Tenma did it? Why do you think Tenma is the killer? I saw him. Saw him with my own eyes. Tenma was right there in the manor. He escaped his prison. And ran right by me. What? Jinxie, tell us everything you saw. I called the police after I stumbled upon the scene. I was just about to head back to the festival grounds when... I saw Tenma. It was right around here. He was running right at me. I was paralyzed with fear. But there was no one around to help me. The foul beast raced right by me toward the foyer. Toward the foyer? Mr. Filch and Mr. LaBelle were supposedly in the foyer at the time. That means they would have seen Tenma too. Sounds like we'd better get their statements. Considering Jinxie's mental state, her eyes could have been playing tricks on her. Apollo? Remember the picture in this paper? Someone caught Tenma flying through the air. I wonder if it's the same Tenma Jinxie says she saw. Don't be ridiculous. Tenma is the killer, and he can fly too. Okay. Jinxie works at the Alderman's Manor, so maybe she can shed some light on this. So, no one knows the Amazing Ninetales' true identity? Uh-huh. They say no one's ever seen him without his mask. Doesn't that make you want to even know more? Uh-huh. That's why matches where wrestlers try to expose their opponent are so popular. Wait, you mean expose as in strip them naked? Eek! You even think like a demon! The only thing the winner removes is the loser's mask. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why the masks are important to them than life itself. So you see, these unmasking matches are life and death battles for the wrestlers. That means this mask didn't just happen to wash up along the riverbank. There's got to be a story behind it. No one can stop the amazing Ninetales. Bet she'd be shocked to find out he's really the Ultimate. About the yokai you saw at the scene of the crime, anything else stand out? Actually, I heard the strange jangly sound. A jangly sound? Can you be a little bit more specific? My memory's kind of fuzzy, but I vaguely recall seeing Tenma Taro holding a staff or something like that. Maybe that's what was making the strange sound. Does Tenma Taro usually carry a staff? Good question. I've never heard anything like that, and it's not shown on the scroll. How about in other documents? Any of them show Tenma Taro with a staff? This is the only known document depicting Tenma Taro. After all, those who needlessly depict a demon are forever cursed. Then what's the deal with the Tenma Taro you saw, Jinxie? Yokai Legend Scroll updated in the court record, the sole document showing what Tenma Taro looks like. It seems those who foolishly choose to depict a demon are cursed. Jinxie's statement added to the court record. Jinxie's eyewitness account of the demon in the hallway near the crime scene. She says it fled toward the foyer. Why didn't you tell me you saw Tenma Taro earlier? Actually, Mr. LaBelle told me not to tell. Mr. LaBelle? Papa's aide. Oh, right. The other guy who was supposedly in the foyer at the time of the crime. And what exactly did he tell you? Keep the village superstitions in mind before you go talking about seeing Tenma Taro at the time of the crime. Village superstitions? They say you must not gaze upon Tenma Taro, but in the event that you do look, and then tell anyone what you saw, Tenma Taro will claim your soul. And that's something everyone here knows? Sounds like a bunch of baloney to me. Uh-huh, everyone from babies to the village elders know about it, but I didn't because I'm not from around here. Hey, come to think of it. Huh? Why is everyone hiding their faces? Hey, you there! You mustn't stare at Tenma Taro like that. Lower your eyes. He'll steal your soul if you're not careful. Huh? Steal my soul? Seriously? The guy at the special event thing said almost the exact same thing. Apollo, do you think this LaBelle guy actually believes in Tenma Taro? I seriously doubt it. He's not even from Ninetales. Then why would he try to keep Jinxie from talking? That's a good question. I think we'd better have a word with him. Time to unmask this monster of a mystery. The last time I saw Mr. LaBelle, he was relaxing in the foyer. Bueno. Next stop, the Manor Foyer. With any luck, he'll be there waiting for us. April 17th, QB Manor, Foyer. There's no one here. Guess our luck isn't so good when it comes to Mr. LaBelle. Maybe he's out for a walk or something. Somebody left something on the sill of the caretaker's office window. Oh, it's a TV program guide. Looks like someone circled a pro wrestling match. Tenma Town Pro Wrestling, Howling Wolf vs. Pretty Boy Vampire, blow-by-blow commentary by Timothy Twilight. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Eek! Oh, Mr. Filch, what can we do for you? I bet she's gonna scream monster, which really isn't much of a stretch. Ain't nothing I need to do for me, but what business do you got with my TV listings? Oh no, it just caught my eye. Can I ask you if you watched this pro wrestling program today? Yep, 'twas a match between a couple of ranked amateurs, though. It was a complete disaster. I reckon that even I could have done better than that. I seriously doubt that. TV listings added to the court record, Filch's TV program guide. The afternoon wrestling match was a total disaster. Almost forgot, there's something I wanted to ask him. Mr. Filch, did you see anything unusual on the time of the murder? For example, Tenma Taro or something like that? Huh? It's Tenma Taro? So you did see him? How clean and shiny your forehead is again today, Mr. Lawyer, sir. Bet you're shining up every day real purty like. The ladies must love it. Don't change the subject, and FYI, that was a seriously bad attempt at flattery. Jinxie said she saw Tenma Taro flee toward the foyer, so you must have seen him too if you were here. Yipes! Wow, I really pushed a button there. Well, did you see anything or not? That is quite enough. I must ask you must not pester my friend anymore. Right! Forgive me for not being pestered, sir. And you are? I am Florent Labelle. Beau Divine and personal aide to Mayor Damien Tenma. Beau Divine? More like yokai grotesque. This place is crawling with monsters. Oh, excuse you. Ah! Well, what the heck was that for? It was just a little cologne. You had a look of stinky sweat about you. It's from my own original brand of cosmetics called Destinies Labelle. Oh, what a heavenly scent. I think it just paralyzed my olfactory receptors. I suppose such a scent would be difficult for a peasant to appreciate. I'll have you know, that is brand number 5, bonjour. It's my way of introducing myself. Enjoy. Where's my bottle of Eau so I can return the favor? Enough about the cologne. Please tell us what you saw around the time of the murder. Okay, what about keeping Jinxie quiet? I heard you're the one who told Jinxie not to mention Satan Mataro. Why, that little... So, she told you she saw the demon, did she? Mr. LaBelle, do you mind if I ask whether you believe in the village superstitions? Oh, please. I was merely trying to keep with the traditions. Nevertheless, I will say this. I wouldn't stick my nose into this whole Tenmataro business if I were you. Bad things happen to those who do. That much is true. He is one scary monster. That's crazy. You really expect me to believe that monsters are real? Well, you're real, and you sure look like a monster. Look who's talking. So, Miss LaBelle, you didn't see Tenmataro? Ah! Little Jinxie has an active imagination, isn't that right, Phineas? That's right, I didn't see nothing, especially not Tenmataro. As for me, I only see things of beauty. That's why I can barely see you. I've got 2 words for this guy. Total freak. And what about your alibi? Could I ask what you were doing at the time of the crime? In other words, you'd like to hear my alibi. To think you'd suspect me of all people. Oh no, it's just a formality. We ask everyone. Ah! How dare you doubt me? That's an affront to beauty itself. You obviously can't see straight. Like that spritz really helped. What were we doing, you ask? Go ahead, Filchy, answer the question. At the time of the crime, we were, in this here foyer. Exactly. Good answer, Filchy. Good answer. Just repeating what you told me. You said quite enough. What is with these two? Great, now he's got me talking like that. Are we quite through here? I am a very busy man, you know. Right. Well, thanks for your help. So these two were in the foyer but didn't see Tenmataro. Come along, Filchy. Where are we going? Oh, right. Gotta practice some statements for tomorrow. Yipes! My eyes! You're gonna dig your own grave with that big mouth of yours someday. What does he mean, practice statements? Now, if you would excuse me, it's time to touch my makeup. Apollo, I know this sounds strange, but Mr. LaBelle seems unusually preoccupied with Tenmataro. Really? How can you tell? Well, it's kind of hard to explain. You see, I can read people's emotions from the tone of their voice. You mean you have good ears? Something like that. People's emotions are expressed in the tone of their voice, and my ears can pick up on even the subtlest of tones for some reason. That's an interesting skill. But what do you mean he's preoccupied with Tenmataro? Not exactly sure, but it was like he was obsessed with the thought of Tenmataro. That's what I picked up from his voice, anyway. Everywhere we turn, it's Tenmataro this, Tenmataro that. We should go talk to the mayor, too. Sounds like a plan. We need to get to the bottom of that rumor about him wanting to release Tenmataro. April 17th. Detention Center. Visitors Room. Something wrong, Apollo? Where'd your enthusiasm go? What am I doing asking the mayor if he has ever thought about releasing... What am I doing asking the mayor if he has ever thought about releasing Tenmataro? At best, he'll think I'm an idiot. At worst... Ugh. Oh, he's here! It's so nice to finally meet you. I'm Mr. Justice's partner, Athena Sykes. I'm looking forward to working with you, Mr. Tenma. Taro? Hmm? Oh, yes, I look forward to working with you too. Eek! Glad he didn't mind Athena calling him by a completely wrong name. Apollo, he's just as kind and gentle looking as I imagined. Lucky for you after that blunder you just made. There was something I wanted to talk to you about. There are rumors going around about how you want to or did set Tenma Taro free. What utter nonsense! Yikes! They always assume the worst of me because of the way I look. But those rumors don't have a shred of truth, I tell you. A little touchy about his appearance, isn't he? What he really needs to work on are his people skills. Okay, let's talk to him. What about Tenma Taro's revival? So rumor has it that you want to push the merger through in order to release Tenma Taro. Of course, that's a bunch of baloney, isn't it? Sorry if I offended you. So that's the talk around town, is it? I can see how that would make you angry. What if Jinxie's schoolmates start teasing her about this? Huh? I must break out of here at once. Her tormentors must be taught a lesson. No, wait. First we have to get you a not guilty verdict. Don't try to stop me. This is about a father's duty to his darling daughter. Hold tight, sweet Jinxie. Daddy's coming to save you. Relax. We'll look out for your daughter until we can get you free. Is that so? You don't need me to go straighten things out myself? Oh boy, they'd probably call in the SWAT team if we showed up at her school. Oh, right. I ought to ask about the reason behind the merger. So, why the merger? It seems like you were rather forceful in pushing for the municipal merger. Did you really want Ninetales that badly? Yes, well, it's quite an attractive prize in terms of tourism. Wait, am I feeling what I think I'm feeling? Sure, I played a bit of hardball, but only when I deemed it necessary. I knew it. My bracelet's reacting. What is it, Apollo? Mayor Tenma may not be telling the whole truth. Really? How can you tell? People invariably tense up when they lie. That's where my bracelet here comes in. I can sense when the person I'm talking to is feeling tense. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save. Because it begins to feel tight on my arm. No way! You can do that? Wait, so you believe me? Just like that? Sure, each of us has our own special gifts. Oh yeah, Athena has that gift too, her special sense of hearing. Still, what do you think the mayor is lying about? I don't know, but it's our job to find out. It's been a while since my bracelet last reacted like this. Let's see if I still remember how to do this. First, I touch my bracelet with the X button. Right, now let's give it a whirl. Yes, I remember this feeling of intense concentration. The ability to see the smallest twitch, the slightest frown that no one else can see. Now, Mayor Tenma was lying somewhere in that statement he just made. And when he lied, a certain habit made itself clear just under his right eye. I just have to shift my viewpoint up and focus on that area. Alright, I've got him now. His nervous tells should appear when he's trying to pull the wool over her eyes. I gotta pour over every word he says and wait for it to appear. And when it does, I'll perceive it. Yes, well... it's quite... Okay, we just gotta wait for his eye to twitch. There we go! Mr. Mayor, please, you can trust us with the truth. The truth? I don't understand. When you mentioned tourism, the bottom of your right eye started twitching. What nonsense is this? So what if it did? Please, tell us more about your merger bid. What more is there to tell? Why were you really seeking the merge of Ninetales of Hell? I already told you, tourism. The monster craze really revitalized the village, making it quite the prize. You really don't trust us, do you? What are you talking about? The village has been hot property ever since the monster craze started, has it not? I think you've yet to realize that what you're saying contradicts the facts. You say that the monster craze really revitalized Ninetales so you felt it would be an attractive prize for its tourism, but that would contradict this. Well, it would be, let's present this. The Amazing Ninetales Glossy.
Take that!
The monster craze in Ninetales is a very recent phenomenon. It was sparked when the Amazing Ninetales rose up against a municipal merger. The village was practically a ghost town before then. Ah! So, you see, you couldn't have possibly seen it as an attractive prize for its tourism. What's the real reason behind your push to merge Tenma Town with Ninetales, huh? Okay, there we go. Are you ready to tell me the truth now? Honestly, I never wanted to pursue the merger in the first place. But I had no choice if I wanted to protect my darling little Jinxie. Protect her from what? I received a threat. It said either I go through with the merger, or my Jinxie dies. What? How awful! Who would do such a thing? I don't know. But whoever blackmailed me must be connected to the murder. Wait, so you think the blackmailer and the killer could be one and the same? Alderman Kyubi was immensely popular, so you have to ask, who would want him dead? The blackmailer who wanted the merger at all costs had all the motive in the world. But why go from blackmail to murder? The merger protest won't disappear just because the alderman was killed. Ah, could it be? What if there was another reason for the murder? Like what? Maybe the blackmailer discovered Alderman Kyubi's secret identity. And his secret identity was a threat to the blackmailer's merger scheme. What do secret identities have to do with anything, Apollo? I have evidence revealing the Alderman's secret identity. Maybe it's time to use it. And with that, we are going to go ahead and present... How do you protect your identity? Well, by wearing a mask. Mayor Tenma, please take a look at this if you would. That's the Amazing Ninetales mask! What is the meaning of this? This mask was almost definitely at the crime scene, and there was some white hair inside. White hair? You say? There was but one person with white hair in the manor that day. What are you saying? You know which man I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about Rex Kyubi, the Amazing Ninetales himself. No way! The Alderman was... impossible. Wait, come to think of it, Alderman Kyubi was a former pro wrestler, so the blackmailer turned killer when he discovered the Alderman's secret identity. Didn't I just say that? But yeah, the Amazing Ninetales was a threat to the blackmailer's scheme. He opposed the merger and as a result single-handedly sparked the monster craze. Even so, where was the mask doing at the crime scene? There had been an event at the manor, and maybe Alderman Kyubi had taken part in it, if you get my drift. This is absurd. Mr. Mayor, do you have proof of the threat that was made against you? Yes, a blackmail letter. Unfortunately, it disappeared after the murder. I'd been carrying it around in my briefcase, but now it suddenly vanished. The blackmailer must have taken it with him after they killed the alderman. Well, at least we've clearly established the killer's motive. Mayor Tenma, visiting hours are over. It would appear this meeting is adjourned. Apollo, do you really think the Tenmataro that Jinxie saw is the killer? I don't know. All I know is there's no such thing as monsters. What about that newspaper article? Could the killer have purposely freed Tenmataro to do their dirty work? Oh, come on. There wasn't any Tenmataro to release in the first place. Yes, but the only suspects the police have right now are the mayor and a yokai. We'll probably be arguing whether there was a yokai involved in court tomorrow. I can already see that look of disbelief in the judge's face. Apollo? Are you alright? I'm fine. I'll think of something. I'd better, because I can't very well say Flying Demon was the killer. At this point, the only thing I know for sure is tomorrow is gonna be one doozy of a trial. And with that concludes Day 1 investigation. And the next time I see you guys, we will be beginning Day 1 in court in the case against Mayor Tenma. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. But we are going to go ahead and save our progress. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I'll be seeing you guys again next time.